He was okay. He knew some of the commands from the breeder that we got him from, but it would only be if he wanted to listen to you. You know, he knew sit, he knew come, but there were times where he just didn't want to listen to you. He'd pull on walks, and you know, just only if he wanted to listen to you, he would actually do it.
He would jump on the kids, knock them down. He's actually dragged me across the floor, and also just I couldn't walk him after a couple weeks of being at home because he was just too strong and he would pull. After the training now, we completely trust him. Before, I would never leave him alone with the children, and now we can leave our oldest and youngest with him, and he doesn't no longer jump on him or knock him down. The training is very easy to follow. It's great. It's like night and day.
He was energetic. Jump up on the furniture, jump up on people, jump up to see what was on the table, chew on things that weren't his, i.e. clothes. Otherwise, sweet mannered. When he saw other dogs, he gets like this whine and he'll jump, he'll leap, he'll try to do anything he can to go play or be aggressive. We don't know. We don't let him get close enough. But definitely everything but calm. After our first lesson, Samson will leave a hot dog on the middle of the table. He'll wait at the door. It's much easier to get his attention without having to pull on his leash or to scream at him or to do any of those things. He's much more submitted. He'll sit here and lay down and be calm. So it's really easy to get his attention without having to do crazy things. He obeys much better, much easier. He's really learned really quickly with this way rather than trying to teach him how to sit for a week and a half with the teacher.
When a puppy takes off running whenever he sees other dogs, and wouldn't come when I call him, and I don't know, he just got super excited around other dogs. He's hard to control. Training, it's only been a few hours, and the use of the collar, he's significantly better. He comes when I call him. He's not stressed out so much. He relaxes, pays attention to what I say, and I know I can control him now, which actually gives him more freedom because he can now go places and enjoy himself more. So, the training is easy. There's about 10 easy commands to learn, and you just got to practice them after Joe tells you what they are and shows you. And it's just easy. You just put the collar on whenever you're outside with the dog or on the patio, and you just got to be consistent and practice. It's probably the easiest thing I've seen. We actually tried another trainer with treats and things like that, but that was just atrocious. Didn't work. And in a short time, we get huge results. So I'm very pleased, and I assume Bandito's very pleased.
Well, I was amazed at how easily the dogs responded to the commands. These dogs are, this guy here is pretty new to us. This guy we've had for a while, and we've tried a number of things. And to be honest with you, the training that you have provided to us was excellent. They responded almost immediately to the commands. And I'm a pretty lazy guy. I don't work with them all that well. But they seem to be very responsive to this training, so I was very pleased with it.
Oh, I absolutely agree. She's pretty obnoxious, and getting her to listen has been very, very difficult. And we were able to control her really quickly. So I'm thrilled.
We got our dog Lulu, and we got her from the pound. And so she was pretty apprehensive and really shy. She seemed to have some security issues with the way she was acting. The training, we just wanted to make sure that the training that we gave her was the right training, and we really wanted a well-trained and obedient dog. So we called you and came over, and immediately we saw great results, you know, with Lulu. Major thing for her was jumping up and kind of when we'd call her, not coming immediately when we wanted her to. And the big thing was the leash. She constantly pulled when we were walking her. But after several sessions with you guys, we saw immediate results with her, and she's been great ever since. My overall experience with the program has been great. I would recommend it to everybody, and we have recommended it to several people in our neighborhood. And we really enjoy it. It's simple to do, and I love that it's in-home with the training that we receive. If we ever had any questions, Joe is always there to answer. And I really like too in the personal sessions that he gave, the correction that if our timing was off or we weren't doing something right or weren't reading the dog right, that he would correct that for us. And sometimes it was more our issue than what the dog really needed to be fixed, fixed with him. So we really liked it, and I would definitely recommend it to everybody.
I first got in contact with you close to 7 years ago with my first dog, Rocky, because I lived on a golf course and I wanted the dog to be able to run freely but be in control. And that was the first dog. And I was so impressed because it gave him so much freedom, but he could come directly back to me and was, there on a dime. And it was so great that subsequently, a few years later, which has been 4 years now, I got a Mastiff and he trained him, which is Bruce. And then 6 months ago, I got George, so I went to you again. So I've been using you for 3 dogs and more or less 7 years. The reason why I came back for so many years is because of a couple of reasons. Number one, your training it gives my dogs the freedom to sometimes run if I want to allow them to do that, but it gives me the confidence and the knowledge that they will do what I want them to do when I want them to do it, and I have complete control over them. It's helped me to be a better owner because I'm more confident with them, which translates into having better dogs. My Mastiffs, my older one is 160 pounds, and this guy's on track to be about $180. And I originally, when I called you, I just didn't want giant dogs that were out of control, but I've realized over the years that you don't want any kind of dog to be out of control because it's just not a good place to be. And that my dogs are the best dogs that I know, and I cannot imagine them without this training. It really allows me to enjoy them more than I think I would if I was constantly fighting with them, or I couldn't get them to sit, or I couldn't get them to move, or I couldn't get them to heel. I walk them every day, and it's such a pleasure to walk with them because they don't run away, they stay right next to me. If I want them to leave, I let them. If I don't, I bring them right back. It's been the greatest thing for me and my dogs, actually.